Democratization provides education access to all. Kedah Police foil attempt to set up Macau scam centre. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. I'm Adrian Seat. Dato Sri Najib Tun Razak said the field of education had always received the highest priority in the government's agenda. He added that the quality and access to education now belong to every Malaysian based on the principle of democratization of the field being undertaken by the Barisan National Government. The Prime Minister said this was evident when 56 billion ringgit was allocated in Budget 2018 for the education sector.
Di peringkat sekolah rendah, pukul ratanya dalam 8,000 lebih sikit bagi setiap murid setahun yang ditanggung oleh kerajaan sepenuhnya. Dan pada peringkat sekolah menengah pula, hampir 9,000 ringgit setahun. Dan pada peringkat pendidikan tinggi iaitu di IPTA, lebih daripada 90% kos pendidikannya ditampung oleh kerajaan.
He said this at the Teachers' Day celebration and Pekan Excellence Award at Sultan Ahmad Shah Chancellery Hall, University Automotive DRB Highcom in Pekan, Pahang today. Dato Sri Najib said on average, Malaysia's total education expenditure was twice as much as other ASEAN countries and far varied from that of developed and developing countries. The Premier added the Education Blueprint 2013 to 2015 was another transformation being undertaken by the government to transform the country into a high-income nation by producing skilled human capital in the science and technology field. No untoward incidents that called for police intervention were reported during yesterday's 14th general election nomination day. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, who was satisfied with the smooth process, hoped that it will continue throughout campaigning period and polling day. Met at a briefing in Bagan Datuk, Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid said only one incident involving the use of drones was reported. However, that was under the jurisdiction of the Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia.
Bukan hanya mengikut SOP yang telah ditentukan, tetapi lebih daripada itu mereka mengambil inisiatif untuk melakukan engagement dengan semua parti-parti politik supaya mereka lebih berketertiban ketika penanaman calon, ketika kempen dan insyaAllah pada hari mengundi.
Yesterday, 2 men were detained for flying a drone during nomination process for Bukit Gantang Parliamentary Constituency and at the Advanced Technology Training Centre in Taiping, Perak. The Volunteer Smartphone Patrol, or VSP application, has already attracted some 1.2 million users since its launch on March 25th last year. Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun said the big number shows that the public is keen to help the authorities curb criminal activities in their respective areas and become the eyes and ears of the police. The VSP app allows smartphone users in the country to send real-time photos or videos of criminal acts, accidents and natural disasters to the police. The app promises to make it easier and faster to relay such incidents than the current call-based methods, besides adding more accuracy to the process since the location information is transmitted and users are pre-registered.
Menurut VSP, masyarakat boleh menyalurkan aduan serta maklumat-maklumat yang dilengkapi dengan elemen multimedia seperti gambar dan video. Selain itu, pengguna aplikasi ini juga boleh menghantar koordinat lokasi kejadian jenayah secara tepat dan in real time kepada PDRM.
Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi said this at the launch of the One Aman Week Combating Crime and Drugs at Bagan Datuk Waterfront, officiated by Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. Commenting on the general election, Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi reiterated that police are 100% ready and has drafted a more effective and comprehensive plan for the officers and personnel on duty during the campaigning period and on polling day. He said all those on duty are in the best of physical conditions and emotionally and mentally ready to face any possibility.
Apa yang jelas, setiap petugas PDRM telah diingatkan agar sentiasa berkhemah dan profesional dalam menjalankan tugas demi mengelakkan sebarang implikasi yang mampu mencalar kredibiliti pasukan dan imej kerajaan.
Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi also advised the public not to be worried about their safety and to come out to vote without fear, as the police will ensure public order. The four-cornered fight to be witnessed at the Pasir Gudang parliamentary seat this May 9th does not dampen the confidence of Johor Menteri Besar Dato' Muhammad Khalid Nordin, who is the seat incumbent in retaining the constituency. Met in Permas Jaya at a Federal Agricultural Marketing Authority or FAMA program, Dato' Muhammad Khalid said Barisan Nasional machineries are working hard to ensure that the seat does not fall into the hands of the opposition.
Memanglah kalau mereka dapat kalahkan saya, sebab saya adalah ketua negeri, dan kita harus ingat 5 tahun dahulu pengerusi perhubungan ketua Barisan Nasional Negeri Johor dikalahkan. Jadi mungkin atas sebab itulah dibuat tumpuan begitu.
Dato' Muhammad Khalid will be facing State PKR Chairman Hassan Abdul Karim, Abdul Aziz Abdullah of PAS, and former Johor Bahru DAP Chairman Chi Jok, who is contesting as an independent candidate. Kedah Police have foiled an attempt by a group comprising Taiwanese and locals to set up an operation centre to carry out Macau scam and loan fraud activities in the state. State Commercial CID Chief Superintendent Chan Teck Pang disclosed that 3 local men and 3 Taiwanese men, aged between 20 and 37 years, believed to be masterminds of the scam, were nabbed in a condominium near Alostar, Kedah last Wednesday. Speaking at a media conference at the Kedah Police Contingent Headquarters in Alostar today, Superintendent Chan said police also seized items worth 15,000 ringgit electronic devices, as well as ATM cards believed to be used to carry out their scam. The raid, conducted by a team from Kedah and Kota Star Commercial CID, also nabbed another local man suspected of recruiting bank account mules to be used by the syndicate to receive their illicit proceeds.
Kalau ikut pada maklumat risikan kita, mana dia warga Taiwan ni datang, dia akan berpakat dengan warga Malaysia, wujudkan satu calling center. So dalam tu kita mempercayai mereka akan menghubungi pihak mangsa sama ada di Taiwan ataupun di China dan untuk melakukan penipuan.
The suspects are being held in remand until police complete their investigations. According to Superintendent Chan, in the first 3 months of this year, police recorded 28 cases of fraud involving the Macau scam worth R500,000 and 50 cases of loan fraud valued at 240,000 ringgit in losses. A Royal Malaysian Navy or TLDM personnel and his son were killed when the car they were travelling in skidded and plunged into a ravine at kilometre 27 Jalan Grig Kupang yesterday. Grig District Police Chief Superintendent Ismail Che Issa identified the victims as Mat Zaha Mat Ali, 38, and 7-year-old Muhammad Faris. He said both died at the scene at the 7:30 p.m. crash, adding that Mat Zaha's other son, 9-year-old Muhammad Firdaus, was seriously injured on the road and sent to Raja Permaisuri Bainon Hospital in Ipoh for treatment. Superintendent Ismail said the 3 family members were on their way to Baling, Kedah to visit Mat Zaha's parents. The bodies of the 2 victims were sent to Grig Hospital for post-mortem. The Ministry of Tourism and Culture, or MOTAC Homestay Program, targets at least 10 participants from each village in the country. Deputy Minister Dato' Mas Ermiati Samsudin said contestants will be given a variety of training and exposure within the program. The Deputy Minister said participants who register with MOTAC through the program will be given assistance to create a website and promotions to develop a homestay.
Saya harap juga banyak lagi pihak yang dapat mengambil peluang untuk sama-sama berdaftar dengan kita sebagai homestay di bawah Kementerian Pelancongan dan Kekayaan Malaysia, kerana telah terbukti daripada tahun 2016 sampai 2017 ada terdapatnya peningkatan di segi jumlah pendapatan homestay, dan ini adalah satu perkara yang memberangsangkan.
To date, the homestay program has registered 206 homestay clusters involving 3,994 entrepreneurs by offering 5,604 rooms. As part of efforts to solve the parking problem in Putrajaya, Putrajaya Corporation is planning to build its second multi-storey car park near the government quarters. Federal Territories Minister Datuk Sri Tengku Adnan Tengku Mansur said the four-level building will include 352 parking bays, including those for the disabled. He said this was the government's token of appreciation to civil servants, as it will allow them to live a better and conducive environment. The project is expected to commence in July. Datuk Sri Tengku Adnan said this after the groundbreaking ceremony of the multi-storey car park around the government quarters apartment blocks in Precinct 5, 6 and 9 in Putrajaya. The total cost of the project is expected to be around 15 million ringgit, with funds allocated under the 11th Malaysia Plan. In a related development, Datuk Sri Tengku Adnan said the People's Housing Project, or PPR, will undergo a rebranding exercise soon to avoid it being classified as a place for the poor, and at the same time change the mentality of its residents. He said the rebranding would also bring about positive changes psychologically amongst the residents to avoid them feeling inferior compared to residents of other high-rise apartments and flats.
Tetapi kita rebrand lah. Kita tak nak panggil dia rumah murah dah. Tak nak panggil dia PPR dah. Tak nak panggil dia PA dah. Jadi kita tengah fikir apa nak, barangkali kita nak buat rumah ceria ke, rumah rakyat ceria ke, ataupun kita nak buat council home ke. Kita tengah fikir lah. Jadi mereka yang duduk dalam tu tidak rasa aku duduk rumah murah, aku duduk rumah murah. Jadi psychologically very bad. Ini yang kita nak hakiskan dari pemikiran rakyat, kerana kita nak rakyat juga menjadi matang dan rakyat juga boleh berfikir dengan lebih panjang.
The rebranding will also involve upgrading of facilities such as installing closed-circuit televisions or CCTVs around the areas. Amongst the earlier changes as part of the rebranding exercise was that all units are to be built in the future will be bigger and at least measuring 750 square feet compared to the previous 500 square feet. Over 700 residents of Taman Sri Bayu Bayan Lepas Pulau Pinang will benefit from penyembur dan perangkap nyamuk Aedes, a measure to curb the breeding of Aedes mosquitoes.
Projek untuk nak kawal denggi, ya, dengan cara kita kawal nyamuk, perbiakan nyamuk. Jadi kita kaedah tu dia ada mosquito trap dia panggil, dan juga spray. Spray tu dia boleh tarik bila dia bau, dia tarik nyamuk betina. Dia main bertelur dalam tu, dia mati. Dengan cara ni kita dapat kurangkan population nyamuk lah di kawasan itu. Yang kita pergi tu kawasan yang memang denggi banyak.
Deputy Health Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Hilmi Yahya said the rate of dengue cases in the region is reportedly high and includes repetitive cases. Daily dengue cases in Pulau Pinang registered 9 cases as compared to 14 nationwide, with a cumulative of 1,242 cases occurring since the start of 2018. The Employment Insurance Scheme, or EIS, which came into force on January the 1st this year, is a move into the right direction to safeguard the interests of both employees and employers as Malaysia moves towards becoming a high-income nation by year 2020. Acting as a safety net for retrenched workers, the EIS is essential to reduce the impact of involuntary separation to employees, protect workers' welfare, ensure training and enhance job skills during the transition period. Social Security Organisation, or SOCSO Chief Executive Officer Datuk Sri Dr. Muhammad Azman Aziz Mohamad said the EIS, which is implemented as a social insurance scheme, is an effective approach to solve issues related to workers who lose their jobs to obtain financial assistance when their employer becomes insolvent. EIS covers the bigger scope of loss of employment, such as retrenchment, voluntary separation scheme or VSS, employers who abscond, bankruptcy, business closures, business restructuring, redundancy, automation and other factors. All laid-off employees are entitled to claim from the EIS. Previously, Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak said the EIS was formed to help employees and employers cope with demanding labour markets, which would benefit 6.5 million workers in the private sector. EIS was first introduced in Budget 2015 to assist retrenched workers by giving temporary financial assistance and providing opportunities for reskilling and upskilling. Thailand and Vietnam were amongst the first ASEAN countries to use EIS, besides Canada, Chile, China, Japan and South Korea. Over 1.56 million applications were received by the Civil Service Commission, or SPA, in 2016 to fill up 25,046 vacancies, making it the top destination for job seekers in Malaysia. Now, according to Congress of Unions of Employees in the Public and Civil Services, or QPAC's president, Dato' Aziz Muda, this is attributed to the stable economy and the consistent government policies and the improvements to the public sector, specifically over the past 5 years. Dato' Aziz added that the increases in yearly wages plus leave incentives, healthcare, housing schemes and education assistance for civil servants provided the pull factor to public sector jobs. He said the government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, is always prepared to listen to the aspirations of employers, workers and civil servants, taking into account their requests, in line with the needs and financial strength of the nation. Nonetheless, Dato' Aziz believes that the civil servants who have been given the golden opportunity to work for the government have been entrusted with serving the public and the nation with integrity. And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, democratization provides education access to all. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more updates. I'm Adrian Seat. Thanks for watching.